What it don't do, it is your boy LB Johnson, man. This is Shut Up and Talk TV. I am sitting down right now in the studio with a living legend, Bay Area legend, the big homie J Diggs. How you feeling, man?
What's up with it? I'm good. What's up with it?
Look, welcome to Shut Up and Talk TV, and thank you for taking the time to talk to us, man. Look, as y'all know, man, one thing about the show, man, we like to bring my legends, the folks I rock with, being from the Bay, man, the folks that really paved the way for a lot of these cats y'all see nowadays doing what they do. And J Diggs is definitely not the exception to the rule. He is the man. They've been doing his thing for many years, taking it back to the romper room, man, taking it back to Thiz Entertainment, taking it back to Mac Dre. My first question I got to ask you before we even get into everything else is, we talk about when you hear the name Mac Dre, you think about Mac Dre and his legacy. What is his legacy to you?
I mean, to me, it's my job now. You know what I mean? To make sure that legacy continue to just blow over. You know, the thing about Dre, man, is Dre never, he never got to that top stage. You know what I mean? Dre was on his steady platform as an independent artist. He was too hard for the radio. He never got radio play when he was alive.
Yeah.
You feel me? So barely get it when he did. So for him to only have reached that amount of success in his career and then be gone now, and still here it is 15 years later, and it's still
man, come
you
on
feel
now.
me? That's what a legacy is about, man. You know what I mean? So it feels good to see the shit and know that his dream is really getting lived out. And a lot of people wonder, they be asking, man, why you go so hard, so hard? And I be trying to explain to people, if they know our history, then you will understand why I go so hard. Like, my dude went to prison for me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can honestly say that. I don't know a lot of people that went to jail for nothing, didn't have nothing to do with the situation that they went to jail for. But I can't say that Mac Dre went to jail for something that he had nothing to do with. He knew about, but he didn't have nothing to do with. You know what I mean? So he did that and stayed solid to me when he could have got out of jail and could have threw me to the wolves.
And that brings up a whole question I wasn't even thinking about, but especially right now, we're dealing with this whole, rat situation with Tikashi 6ix9ine snitching on this whole, crew. Exactly. But we call him Aaron Hernandez Jr. But with all the BS he's doing, you saying how Mac Dre, really was that ride or die that, like you said, he went to jail for you. When you see that situation, what's your thoughts?
Who?
Exactly.
That's my thoughts.
No
like
sense,
for
no
real.
sense.
No, but to keep it 100, bro. Like, and that's what we up against. Like, you got to understand what it is. This internet world and the shit that they doing on this internet. The shit is gonna come to a bubble. Yeah. And when that bubble come and it's time to pop that bubble, you gotta see what kind of shit gonna come out. Yeah. So them niggas was in all kind of shit. Everybody seen it. Everybody was looking for it. Oh, let's go see what the nigga. I didn't even went on the phone. What this nigga up to? You feel me? They're trying to see what he was up to. What kind of and then his gangster got tested.
Come on now.
His gangster got tested and it came out. You found out he turned into the pussy that we thought he was from the beginning. Like, he's really a pussy ass nigga. Yeah. And that shit that he doing right there, it should have no substance at all. Like, niggas right now should really be putting their foot on anything they got to do with him. Get the fuck away from us. He shouldn't have a career. He shouldn't have a talk show. A nigga shouldn't even interview him. Nothing. Like, he's supposed to be put away. Because the example that he's setting, he's a youngster. So the example that he's setting is for these young kids. Like, he had them. He had a whole nation. He had them. Motherfucking 50 made him the king of New York.
This is true.
We see what the king of New York did.
Damn.
So, I mean, my feeling on it, I had to dismember my own brother from this game. You feel me? Yeah. I told my own blood son, if you ever tell on a man, bro, you won't be able to walk in my house and be treated the same. Yeah. Like, I told my child that. Yeah. Because I went to prison and I had to walk on the yard and I had to look at these niggas every day in the face. And I had to be on one side of the line that I had to choose to be on. Either I'm going to be on this side or I'm going to be on that side. I knew what that side was and I knew what this side was. When I was in the streets, I knew what I was doing. I knew my consequences. I knew that if I got in trouble, I got to go do my shit. I know that if I get in trouble, I'm not going to say, oh, no, it was him. I got to go do my time, my nigga. But what happened to me is another man took me. So when you get put in that position, when you get put in a position where another man tells on you and then you got to go do some time, you really have no understanding for that. Like, I have no understanding. I don't care, And mind you, let me make something clear too, because a lot of people don't even know what a snitch is. Come on now. Because I heard a motherfucker say, yeah, man, I was doing something and the lady next door snitched on me. So let me just make this clear. All right, if you are a street nigga, if you are a street bitch, and you in the streets and you do illegal shit and you know that you doing illegal shit, then you are on this side of the fence. You are on this side of the fence. You in the streets with the streets. You doing street shit. If you are on this side of the fence, you get up and you go to work every day and you a law-abiding citizen and you paying your tax and you ain't got nothing to do with this street shit.
Come on now.
Then you are on this side of the fence. You're a citizen.
Yeah.
You're a civilian. You have nothing to do with these people over here and what the fuck they got going on. If somebody die in front of a civilian home, they're going to pick up the phone, they're going to call and say, hey, there's a dead man here. Somebody shooting in front of my house. That's their job as a civilian.
Yeah.
Your job as a criminal, a nigga in the streets, is not to get caught by these civilians and these police officers.
Man.
So, if you over here and you doing your shit over here and you know that you selling dope or you doing this and you doing that and you get in trouble, shut the fuck up. If you don't shut the fuck up, then you've crossed the street code.
Because that's what you chose.
That's what you chose.
Yeah,
you chose the street life. Now, if you on this side of the fence and you see some shit happen in the streets and you pick up the phone, you say, hey, this shit just happened out here. You did your duty as a civilian. And this nigga here in the streets, you fucked up because you let a civilian catch you. He didn't snitch on you. He did his civilian duty because he's not in the streets.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if you in these streets and you playing this motherfucking game, you play on this side of the fence, you shut the fuck up when you get in trouble. If you on that side, it's expected. I'm not supposed to be in front of you doing nothing anyway. Right. So know what a snitch is, my nigga. And you niggas is in the streets and y'all doing all the street shit and then you turn around and tell on a man you's a snitch.
Man, hallelujah, man. I'm changing that now. This is Bishop J. Diggs right here, man. That was a sermon. Matter of fact, on that sermon, let's take a quick offering break. We'll be right back, man. More Shut Up and Talk TV after this.
Shut up.